Good afternoon. Welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful lunch. During the lunch break, there was some rehearsal going on, and I could see very excited parents, very excited adults taking photos, taking videos of the lovely children having their rehearsal. That's exactly how we would be opening up the afternoon session with a choir performance. So let's put our hands together and welcome our choir performance. They will be performing the first song, 让世界充满爱, May the world be filled with love. And the second song, 天下母亲, 地球母亲. In English, it means to all the mothers and to our Mother Earth. So let's give a round of applause to our children choir performing the following two songs.
轻轻地捧起你的脸，为你把眼泪擦干，这颗心永远属于你，告诉我不再孤单，
给敬爱的净空老和尚，
dédié au vénérable maître Jinkong.
地球母亲，天下母亲。
La terre, mère de la terre entière, mère de tous les êtres sous le ciel.
我是绿叶，你是红花，它是小树，雨水滋润我们。
Je suis la feuille verte, tu es la fleur rouge. Il est le jeune arbre. La pluie vient nous nourrir et nous faire grandir.
我是大河，你是高山，它是森林，阳光照亮我们。
Je suis le grand fleuve, tu es la haute montagne. Il est la forêt. La lumière du soleil nous éclaire tous.
空气托起飞舞的鸟群，大地拥抱树林的精灵。
L'air porte les oiseaux qui dansent dans le ciel. La terre embrasse les esprits de la forêt.
地球母亲让一切充满可能，地球母亲让神奇随处可见。
Mère Terre ouvre toutes les possibilités. Mère Terre fait naître des merveilles partout.
我们共同的母亲，地球。
Notre mère commune, la Terre.
如果她会说话，会不会轻轻问我，是不是有时候会忘记珍惜馈赠？
Si elle pouvait nous parler, me demanderait-elle doucement, avons-nous parfois oublié de chérir ses dons?
她从没有责怪我们匆匆掠过，她从没有伤心，我们轻轻忘记。
Jamais elle ne nous reproche de passer trop vite. Jamais elle ne s'attriste lorsque nous oublions.
我们共同的妈妈，地球母亲包容所有可能，生生不息的奇迹。
Elle est notre mère à tous. La Terre accueille toutes les possibilités. Le miracle de la vie qui ne cesse jamais.
地球母亲让一切充满可能，
Mère Terre ouvre toutes les possibilités.
地球母亲让神奇随处可见。
Mère Terre fait naître des merveilles partout.
感谢我们亲爱的小朋友们，太美妙了。我们有请我们的尊敬的道公长老还有行宫长老上台，跟我们的孩子们拍张照留念。我们也有请我们的王老师。王老师，您在后台吗？老师不在。老师在那边。好。May we invite Venerable Master Wu Dao, Venerable Master Wu Xing on stage together with May we invite Dr. Ahmad Jalai? W. 会长。1, 2, 3. Cheese. Okay, we'll change. One more. 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Broad smile. Very good. And we have some souvenirs. 我们也有礼物要赠送给我们小朋友还有王老师。请两位长老先留步。我们有礼物要赠送给小孩子们还有老师。请问我们的礼物在哪里？我们的礼物应该是正在，来了，出现了。一人一份，是。感谢我们劳苦功高的孩子们孩子是我们未来的主人翁。再次把你们最热烈的掌声呢献给我们的孩子们。Indeed. These lovely children, they are going to be leaders of tomorrow, right? So thank you so much for your performance. We really enjoy it. And of course, a lot of credit goes to the teacher, Mr. Wang. Thank you, teacher, for your guidance. Thank you for guiding the children. Thank you so much. The teachers, the mic is not very loud. Thank you. 谢谢孩子们哦。Thank you. 也感谢我们尊敬的道公长老还有行宫长老，请两位长老先入席就坐，谢谢。The next segment is a very important one. It is actually the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between two very important organizations. They are the World Buddhist University as well as Srinagarewirot University. May I invite Dr. Chovit Jirajit? Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Let me continue. May I invite Dr. Chovit Jirajit, President of Srinagarewirot University, on stage to give us a speech.
Good afternoon. Your Excellencies, distinguished participants, respected colleagues, my dear students from around the world, and my beloved Thai student. First of all, on behalf of Thai people, I would like to respect to Master Chin Kung, Mother Earth, Mother of all. May I respect him so much. It is my great honor to stand before you today at UNESCO, a place that present humanity share, believe that peace begins not in law, but in minds. On behalf of Srinagar University, Bangkok, Thailand, I extend warm greetings and sincere appreciation for bringing us together with shared commitment to shaping a better future for humanity through education. In today's world, peace is no longer defined only as not conflict at all. Peace means dignity. Peace means opportunity. Yes, of course, peace means inclusion, sustainability, and mutual understanding across culture. Ladies and gentlemen, university therefore carry profound responsibility. We do not merely produce graduates only. We shape citizens. We support empathy. We make wisdom. The founded 1949 as Thailand's first advanced teacher training institution, Srinagar University, Bangkok, Thailand, was built upon a simple but powerful belief in philosophy. Education is growth. Education is growth. Growth not only of knowledge, but of character. Growth not only of individual, but of society itself. Today, with more than 43,000 students, 7,000 staff, academic staff, over 200 international partnerships, we continue advancing toward ongoing vision to become a university that learns with society, grow with society, and also serve society too. At Srinagar University, Bangkok, Thailand, we approach education through framework we call LOVES, L-O-V-E-S, love. Because peace is not accidental, peace must be learned, practiced, and lived. L-O-V-E-S, we start from L. L stands for learning. Learning comes first. Peaceful society requires lifelong learners who think critically, create responsibility, and understanding complexity. Education must move beyond transforming knowledge toward cultivating wisdom. Students must learn not only how to succeed, but how their knowledge can benefit humanity. O stands for opportunity. Opportunity follow peace cannot exist without equality. Education must be accessible of all, regardless geography, gender, or social background. Equal access to education is not charity. It is justice. When opportunity expands, hope grows, and where hope grows, peace becomes possible. We stand for value added. Value added remains at that university must prepare students not only for employment, but for responsibility. Through innovation, industry collaboration, research impact, and global engagement, we empower students to become ethical innovators and compassionate leaders, capable and addressing global challenges. E stands for environment. Environment shapes learning. Peace begins where people feel safe, respected, and engaged. University must be shaped where diversity becomes strength, where university design enables participation, and where digital learning connects community beyond border and inclusive campus, because a models for inclusive world. The last one, yes, of course, S. S stands for social engagement. Social engagement completes the journey. Education must serve society. Students should not only study in the world, they must engage with it. Through community, partnership, and sustainability development, initiative, education become living that strengthens social harmony and long-term peace. By the way, peace is ultimate, human. Ladies and gentlemen, at our university, Srinivasabhadra University, Bangkok, Thailand, we cultivate that we call 7 SBU spirit or 7 SBU behavior. We groom our students, the value and guide our students to become global citizens and peace builders. The first one, good communication. Speak respectfully because peace starts with dialogue. Second, setting goals with purpose, empowering young people to lead vision and responsibility. The third one, connect the dots, building bridge across discipline, culture, and nation, because innovation and peace emerge through connection. Fourth, positive mindset. It is very important for anybody to understand about themselves. Inspiring hope, for hope is one education's greatest outcomes. Fifth, self-confident. My Thai students today, they will present their dialogue. I think that this one very self-confident on of them. Encourage students to represent themselves, their communities, and their nation proudly on global stage. Sixth, humble behavior. We try to groom our students to be humble, honor culture identity with respectfully diversity. Remaining as true global citizens is grounded in humanity. The last one, 7, trust. Trust is very important. That founded largest peace. Trust make collaboration, strengthen institutions, and allow humanity to move forward together. In the age of rapid technology, information, and misinformation and social diversity, universities must become bridge between civilizations. We must move our competition toward collaboration, from isolation toward partnership, and from knowledge center toward start humanity responsibility. Education today must emerge and must integrate science and ethics, technologies with compassion, and innovation with humanity. Only then education truly contributes to sustainable peace. No university can build peace alone. Peace is a global mission. We must strengthen global partnership among university, educators, policymakers, and young leaders. Together, we can create learners' ecosystem and foster intellectual understanding, collaborative research addressing global challenges, and educational exchange and cultivate mutual respect among nations. Ladies and gentlemen, the young leader gathered here today on of Thai student, our Thai student too, and on of you today, you are not merely the future of peace. Yes, of course, you are the present builders of peace. Your voice matters. Your compassion matters. Your willingness to listen across different matters too. Education must empower you not only achieve success, but to create meaning and contribute to humanity. Let me conclude my speech with principle we teach our students. Ladies and gentlemen, our university we teach everybody speak good, speak true, and also speak benefit. If education teaches humanity to speak wisely, act kindly, and collaborative with trust, peace will no longer remain an aspiration. It will become our shared reality. At Srinivasabhadra University, Bangkok, Thailand, we believe university must continuously learn from society, grow together with society, and save society. This is why proudly move forward to Srinivasabhadra University, Bangkok, Thailand, as a strong vision that learning university for society. Again, learning university for society. Let us educate not only intelligent minds, but peaceful heart. Before I will leave from here, I would like to inform you very frankly that peace in our mind. We cannot go alone. We have to go together. If you want to go fast, may we go alone. If you want to go far, we have to go together for peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kun Dr. Chovit. May we invite Kun Napakau Chayaburin on stage, President of World Fellowship of Buddhist Youth. Let's give a round of applause to Kun Napakau.
Your Excellency, distinguished guests, and all the brilliant young leaders here today. It is a profound honor to stand before you at this UNESCO Peace Conference, not just as the President of the World Fellowship of Buddhist Youth, but as a companion to the future. Today, I did not come alone. I have brought with me the radiant energy of young people from every corner of the globe. They have journeyed to this prestigious world stage with a purpose that is both simple and incredibly powerful to make their voice heard. They are here to speak of peace, of education, and of the shape hope that align perfectly with the very soul of UNESCO. We often say that youth are the leaders of tomorrow, but the truth is they are the architects of today. If we truly wish to heal our wonder world, we must stop, we must listen, we must truly hear what they have to say. In a world fractured by conflict, we at the World Fellowship of Buddhist Youth believe that guiding and nurturing our youth is the most critical mission of our time. We pursue this mission through the timeless wisdom at the heart of Buddhism. The Buddha was not a god, but a human being, just like you and me. He revealed the truths that already exist, showing us that peace in our world is impossible without first cultivating peace within our own hearts. The heart of the Buddha's teaching is simple: to avoid evil, to do good, and to purify the mind by planting the seeds of the four sublime states, metta, karuna, mudita, ubekha, of gratitude and of mindfulness. We are not just giving knowledge to the world, we are nurturing the architects of true peace. We are giving them the tools of compassion and beautiful heart. This is the only foundation upon which humanity can build a future of harmony, free from conflict and filled with enduring love. My deepest hope for today is that this hall, this platform of UNESCO, becomes more a place of words. I want this room to be a mirror. When we look at the young people standing on this stage, that mirror should reflect the image of our world future. A future powered by their pure energy, their open minds, and their luminous hope. Finally, as we gather during this International Women's Day, we celebrate the strength and resilience of women worldwide. We honor the vital importance of women's rights, equal leadership in every field. I have seen this power in my own life, in my grandmother, คุณแม่ดร.สิริกลินชัย a globally recognized outstanding woman for the dissemination of Dhamma, and in my own mother, Mrs. กาบแก้วชัยบุรินทร์ recorded in my Thai history as one of the country's first female district chiefs. However, for the people of Thailand and for many around the world who admire her, this is also a moment of profound sadness. We join together in solemn remembrance of the passing of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Grandmother of Thailand. Throughout her life, she was a brilliant example of female leadership. She dedicated her heart and soul to her people, uplifting the role of women and preserving the soul of Thai culture. Her legacy is a living testament to the very ideals that UNESCO stands for. Today, I would like to invite you all to join me in a moment of silence for 30 seconds to honor her extraordinary life and legacy. So please stand up. May loving kindness be dedicated to Her Majesty, the Queen Mother. Thank you for this shared moment of respect. Please sit down. May her life and her glance remind us that true happiness radiates from within. When our hearts and filled with peace, we can then share that peace with others. It is this very essence we see in her ever-present smile, a smile filled with warmth, love, and compassion. It was a powerful energy she gave to her people. And it is that the same energy we receive from her legacy. It is a charge that empowers us and our youth to guide our world toward a future of lasting peace. Finally, may the blessing of the Triple Gems guide and protect all of you. May you be well, may you be happy, and may you be peaceful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. May we now invite Kumpalop Tayari, President of World Fellowships of Buddhists, on stage, as well as inviting Dr. Warapat Pucharon, Vice President for Administration and Acting President of World Buddhist University. May we invite Palap and Dr. Warapat on stage. This is the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between two very important universities. The collaboration between the two universities is going to bring forth a lot more initiatives and projects run by the two universities. Ladies and gentlemen, the Memorandum of Understanding. Let's give that a round of applause. ขอบคุณครับ ขอบคุณครับ Oh, sorry, they're taking a photo. Good? Okay. Now instead of 1, 2, 3 cheese, we're going to say 1, 2, 3 sawadi. 1, 2, 3 sawadi. Khop kun kap. We need to learn a few languages. At least we know how to greet our fellow friends across the different countries. So we learn Thai language, Sawadee Krap. We learn Japanese, Konnichiwa. We learn Korean, Annyeonghaseyo. We learn French, Bonjour. Yeah, all right. We're going to move straight into the next panel, panel 6 for this conference. We all know youths are essentially the most important people whom we should never neglect. Youths are our future leaders. They are leaders of tomorrow. Therefore, it is important for us to actually properly guide our youths to be a successful person for the future. Our next panel is going to be about future leaders and youths. To show us how important youths are, we have 15 youths coming on stage to actually share with us their thoughts. To do us with this huge panel, 15 of them, I would like to invite Kun Chalat Laratana Chaikit, as well as Kun Latan Laratanan Chaikit on stage to be the one introducing the youths on stage. Let's give them a round of applause. I didn't know they're right behind me.
Hello, everyone.
My name is Lathala Latana Shakit. My name is Lathala Latana Shakit.
And my name is Shalat Ladatana Shakit, and we'll be the MC for this panel for today. First up, please welcome Mr. Juan Poveda for his speech. Please give him a big round of applause.
Hello to everyone. Thank you very much for the invitation. I am really honored and happy to have the opportunity to speak in front of you about my work. I would like to start saying that for me it's not only a presentation of a project, but it is an invitation to you to promote and support the young people. I think their point of view is full of innovation, creativity, and passion, and we need it to change the world. My name is Juan Camilo Poveda. I am from Colombia. I am 36 years old, and I have more than 15 years of experience with different NGOs working in the field of youth. Today, I am representing New Humanity International and the whole partnership of the project Mediterranean. Next one, please. I would like to set up my presentation in 3 parts. The first one about the Focolab movement and Chiara, the founder, as a woman who had the relevant role in the peace building. The second part about New Humanity International as a platform of dialogue and peace building, putting the focus on the youth sector. And finally, about Mediterranean as a good practice of work with young people. It means a best practice example of inclusion, dialogue, participation, and citizenship. Next one. Oh, thank you. Okay. Let me talk about Chiara. But to start, I will say the role of women is very clear in our movement, because following the statutes, the president must be a woman. And the peace promoted by Chiara is at the root of our foundation. Chiara founded the Focolab movement during the Second World War in Italy. And for her, the fraternity in time of war was the goal. Chiara won the UNESCO Prize for Peace Education in 1996. And let me remember one of the sentences of her discourse that she gave in this same place. I think, in my opinion, is absolutely relevant in those days. Building peace demands of us the same powerful love, a love capable of loving even those who don't return our love, a love able to forgive, to see beyond the label enemy, to love to the other person countries as our own. Next step, New Humanity. Really quick, New Humanity is a platform. It's the institutional phase of the Focolab movement. It's an NGO founded in 1986. The goal? To work for unity of the human family. We want to promote the fraternity as is proclaimed in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. We achieved the general consultative status at the UN in 2005 and the NGO partners of the UNESCO in 2008. We have 4 areas of work: economic, social, and cultural sustainable development, human rights, peace education, global citizenship, and youth leadership. And the 4th, partnership for human rights. Let me concentrate in the 3rd, because Mediterranean is in the frame of this category. Mediterranean, what it means? We can find mediation, emotion, dialogue, interculturality, and talents to foster the youth social inclusion in the Mare Nostrum. It is an European project in the frame of Erasmus Plus project. The main target, the youth workers and the youth organizations. But the final beneficiaries are young people from 17 to 30 engaged with the dialogue and the peace building in the Mediterranean countries. Really quick about the partnership, really easy. 9 partners in 6 countries: Italy, Spain, France, Croatia, Lebanon, and Egypt. What is Mediterranean? As I said, is an international project in the field of youth, based in no formal education. The migration as key aspect, the multiculturality as a richness. The objective, support the social inclusion, production of educational tools, promotion of dialogue and peace in multicultural context, exchange of good practices, coaching to improve organizational skills in the frame of European projects. The results, an innovative toolkit for youth workers. It includes pedagogical models, material, best practice, and tools. Basically, you can find there workshops and examples to work with young people that can be replicable in any context. What we are doing, let me talk really quick about the key skills and the training program. To make the toolkit, we identified the most important skills for the young people: empathy, tolerance, intercultural communication, welcoming, inclusion, conflict management, and leadership for peace. To train the youth workers, we choose to work using the job shadowing experience and online pedagogical courses as a main pathway to train them. To improve the organizational skills, we propose a coaching on project management, impact evaluation, communication, digital tools, and European programs. Let me talk about the methodology of the content. We had two transversal aspects: the integral ecology as pedagogical framework, and the second, peer education and resilience. So, taking in the hands the skills identified, the experience of the youth workers at the field, but also during the job shadowing, and the background of the organizations, we define the dimension of action. It's me, myself, my group, my community, our world. And then we had a shared pedagogical strategy. During the creative work, we took advantage of the multicultural background to enrich the contents and meet the needs and priorities of each partner. It means linguistic and intercultural skills, art and talent development, interreligious dialogue, conflict management, citizenship and peace, and relational well-being and emotional intelligence. And at the end, we achieve the shared experience. It means very simple. Each partner offers to the other their own experience and help the partners to adapt the practice proposed to be replicable in any other context. So we had 8 different methodologies divided in different areas and dimensions to be adapted and tested by the partners at local level. So we have the case of studies, but I would like just to remark one. For example, the Dice of Peace. This is a game for children and teenagers in which we have a dice with, to propose to the participant to leave one input proposed by the face of the dice through sentences to build pacific relationships during the day. For example, I forgive the other. I have to leave it for one day. This activity was proposed by the association AFN from Italy, and it was adapted and implemented in Morocco in an interreligious context with Muslim and Christian children. The results. More than 600 youth workers trained, a toolkit in 6 different languages, complementary digital tools, improving the skills of the organization and the staff involved. To summarize, more than 3,000 people as direct and indirect beneficiaries. If you want, you can take the material and the project through our website or the QR code. To conclude, we are in contact with the institution, and we realize the importance and relevance of the project during the presentation at the UNESCO Youth section. We are working with them, or we are in contact with them, and the dissemination through them is ongoing. We evaluate the possibilities to collaborate with another organization and international institution. The conclusion. Mediterranean is an example of a space created to make the young people protagonists of peace building. The dialogue, the inclusion, the respect, the mutual understanding are into the dynamics of our organization now. Staff, volunteers, and participants, especially the young people engaged with the activity at local level. The last conclusion after 2 years of work, young people, they need our support and experience, but we need from them the energy and creativity. The experience at Mediterranean is the real conclusion. Yes, the experience. Beyond the material, the website, and the training, what at the end remains are the relationships and experience of young people from different cultures who are talking, respecting each other, and working to building peace. The peace is made creating spaces and opening doors, breaking down the fear of the other culture. And in this process, in my opinion, the role of women as peacemakers is very important. Let me add, the role of women in all scenarios is more than necessary today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Juan Poveda. Next up, please welcome the speaker, the World Federation of Buddhist Youth Representative, NGO UNESCO Liaison Committee, Ms. Kiyaki Nawa. Please give her a big round of applause.
Hello everyone. Thank you for giving me this valuable opportunity today. My name is Chiaki Nawa, and I am participating in the NGO UNESCO Liaison Committee as a youth representative of WFB. First, let me introduce myself. I was born into a Jodo Mission Buddhism temple in Saitama, Japan. Both my father and grandfather are Buddhist ministers. Since last year, I have studied learning Japanese Buddhism and training to become a minister as well. I am currently 20 years old, a Sophia University student majoring in education. From junior high school to university, I have attended Catholic schools. At these schools, I have learned about and experienced Christianity. Although the teaching of each religion are different, I feel that they share many important ideas. For example, questions such as how can we live better lives and how can we make society better may be common to all religions. In Christianity, this idea is expressed as neighborly love. In Judaism, there is a concept called tomoiki, which means living together in compassion. I believe that both emphasize caring for others and living together with respect. However, misunderstandings about religion can sometimes lead to prejudice and discrimination. For example, in Japan, because Islam is not very familiar to many people, some people have biased views. I sometimes hear people describe Muslims as aggressive or feel anxious about their presence. I think these ideas often come from a lack of understanding about the religion itself. Through dialogue among different religions and cultures, we can build better relationships with each other. Currently, about 3.68 million foreign residents live in Japan, which is around 3% of the total population. It's dramatically increasing, but we sometimes see anxiety, even hate speech towards foreigners. Conflicts caused by religious and cultural misunderstanding are not only a problem in Japan, but also a global issue. As globalization is expanding in various aspects, I believe it will become even more important for us to accept differences and work together to build a better society. From now on, I will try to deepen my own understanding of different religions and cultures. I believe that a Buddhist minister is someone who stays close to others and guides them. As someone who hopes to become a minister, I want to embody and share an attitude of understanding and mutual respect. I hope to become a minister who can share the spirit of tomoiki with people. At the same time, I also hope to become a teacher in the future. As an educator who helps shape the next generation, I will try to value interreligious dialogue and intercultural understanding. I hope to nurture students who can understand and respect people from different backgrounds. For that reason, I will try to continue striving to improve myself and deepen my knowledge from now on. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Ms. Chiaki Nawa.
Next up are youth speakers from the World Fellowship of Young Buddhists. Firstly, talking about her greatest weapon, please welcome Ms. Siri Kalaya Lerth Ratana Shaikit.
My parents made sure I was equipped with the greatest weapon right from the comfort of our home. A power so great everyone around the world understand. It is not a shield, not a sword, not a superpower. It is a smile. Swadeha. Good afternoon, Venerable, Your Excellencies, and distinguished guests. My name is Siri Kalaya Lerth Shaikit. I'm a student at Rumbudi International School in Bangkok, Thailand. a country otherwise known as the Land of Smiles. Have you ever wondered why Thai people always have the widest smile on their faces? What makes us so smiley? Through my eyes, Thai smiles come from inner peace. In Thailand, Buddhism plays a big role in shaping who we are. From a young age, we are taught to look inwards, taught to observe our emotions, taught to understand our thoughts. We learn that happiness does not come from having more, but from needing less. Buddhism teaches us compassion, patience, mindfulness, and love. When you grow up learning to calm your mind, you begin to see the world more gently. You become slower to judge and quicker to understand. And when your heart feels calm, smiling becomes natural. As a result, in Thailand, we don't smile because life is perfect. We smile because we choose peace. That spirit of peace is something I see reflected in someone I deeply admire, the late Thailand's Queen's mother, Queen Sirikit. When I think of Queen Sirikit, I don't just think about loyalty. Instead, I think of grace. I think of warmth. I think of strength. Her smile is iconic in Thailand. It's soft, it's sweet, it's gentle, but also incredibly powerful. When she smiles, it feels as if your worries fade away. You feel assured, you feel safe. Her smile doesn't demand attention, but it invites warmth. She shows that true power doesn't need to always be loud. Sometimes, real power looks like kindness. Her smile carries the same values Buddhism teaches: compassion, mindfulness, empathy. And that is why her smiles continue to inspire generations of Thai people, including my mother and me. My mom has always taught me that confidence doesn't come from being perfect, but it comes from believing in yourself even when you're scared. And the easiest way to remind yourself of that belief is to smile. So, my smile is my greatest weapon. When I walk into a new environment, I smile. When I'm nervous before a presentation, just like this one, I smile. When I have a stressful day at school, I smile. Not because everything is okay, but because smiling reminds me I am calm, I am capable, and I am strong. A smile doesn't make your problem disappear, but it changes the way you view them. And when you face life with calmness instead of fears, everything becomes a little lighter. That is the power of a smile. It starts in a small moment, just like right now. Because peace doesn't begin with grand speeches or huge actions. Sometimes peace begins with one simple smile. So today, I invite you all to do something simple. Could you please turn to the person next to you and give them a big smile? Look at that. In just 2 seconds, this room feels lighter. From Thailand, the land of smiles, this is how we make the world a better place, one smile at a time. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you, Ms. Rikalaya Latanashakit. Wasn't her smile as bright as the sun?
Okay, next up, please welcome Ms. Pattarathida Thita Thanakit. Please welcome her with a big round of applause.
Good afternoon, venerables, ladies, and gentlemen, my name is Patharatidati Thatanakit. My nickname is OK. I am from Sati Patumwan Demonstration School, the English program for talented students, Thailand. It is an honor for me to be here and give this, I hesitate to call this a speech. Please, take it as a message from daughter to parent, from friend to friend, from one individual who cares to another. Many standing here would probably choose to emphasize standing up for women's rights, and I have no objections to that. It is indeed an important cause, worth fighting for, but I'd like us to take a step back, to reflect on how far we really are from that ideal, equal society. In our modern world, the line between empowerment and societal expectations has become increasingly blurred. Sometimes it feels easier to lean into whatever society expects from us, because it often rewards the easy path and makes the right path much harder to climb. But when we prioritize how we look over our true potential, we're accidentally reinforcing the very limits we say we want to break. We women are capable of so much more, and there were so many great women who had fought for us to have the rights that we do today. For example, Emmeline Franksworth was imprisoned so that women could vote. Catherine Switzer refused to leave a marathon when officials tried to remove her, simply because she was a woman. And in Thailand, the late Queen Mother forged a path to economic independence for thousands through the Support Foundation. So I have to ask, why are we taking their actions for granted? Are we really acting worthy of the women's rights we have? Or are we using the so-called rights to our own advantage, regardless of who or what is harmed in the process? Look around. Everyone in this room has made mistakes, but our worst one is refusing to take responsibility for the mess that we created. It's scary, facing the consequences of what we've done. The world we live in can feel very unforgiving, but that doesn't mean we have to be. Not to each other, and certainly not to ourselves. You know the quote from the live-action film Cinderella? The one that says, "Have courage and be kind"? Okay, maybe not. Nevertheless, I'd like to tweak it a bit. Have courage to be kind, and that includes to yourself. I'd like you all to close your eyes. Think about something wonderful you did for yourself this morning, even if it was just bringing yourself here to listen to me. Right, now slowly open your eyes. Do you have a small smile across your face? That positivity, it's contagious, and all it takes is one positive thought about yourself. There is light inside each and every one of us. It is the power that refuses to let you give up, even when the world seems to be crashing down. The one that pushes you through the darkest of days. And to know that, regardless of the outcome, one always has worth. So keep shining your light. Pass it on to others if you can. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had said, however young you are, you have a responsibility to seek, to make life better for everybody. And so you must be involved in the struggle for freedom and justice. We can find our way back towards the light. No, we will find our way back towards the light, towards a better and brighter future where no one is left behind. And as my time on this podium comes to a conclusion, I pass on my spark of light to all of you, to keep passing it on to anyone and everyone around you. We could all use a bit more sparkle in our lives, can we not? That is all I ask of you today. Thank you. Khop khun kha.
Thank you very much, Ms. Patharatida.
Next up, I would like to welcome Mr. Natapat Runrungthip to come speak about the Thai identity.
Sawadee krab. Good afternoon, venerable guests, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Natapat Lunglangthip, or you can call me Ken. I am currently studying at Pathumban Demonstration School in Thailand. Thailand is a country known for amazing food such as Tom Yam Goong, Pad Thai, and mango sticky rice. I can proudly say that my country is also full of beautiful nature and delicious food that you may have seen on TV. But living in this country for my whole life, I have experienced even more beautiful things. These are not easily seen on TV. Today, I would like to give you two characteristics that define the identity of Thai people. Thai people are very expressive in showing respect, especially toward older and strangers. There are many ways that we can show respect in daily life. The most common one which you might have seen is why. We why to greet, to thanks, and to apologize. We even have different positions of why, depending on who we are greeting. This shows how much important respect is in Thai culture. Another habit that represents our respectfulness is the way we speak. In Thai language, we often add a special word at the end of a sentence. Women end with kha and men end with krab. These small words may seem simple, but they make our speech sound softer, more polite, and more respectful. The second characteristic is the friendliness of Thai people. In Thailand, it is common to speak to others as if they are part of our family. We use the word Pi to call anyone older than us, and Nong to call anyone younger than us. We also use words Lung, Pa, which mean uncle and aunt, to call anyone according to their age and gender. This way of speaking makes our conversations feel warmer and more friendly. Another friendly thing that Thai people do is smile. Thailand has always been called the land of smiles because Thai people often express kindness and happiness through a smile when meeting new people. It is no surprise that when foreigners visit Thailand, they often feel a warm welcome from the very beginning. I believe what makes my country great is how respectful and friendly Thai people are. Thailand does not only offer you the beautiful landmarks and delicious food, it also offers you the most beautiful things like Thai identity. Thank you, ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you very much, Mr. Natapat.
Next up, I would like to welcome Miss Napasawan Kongpatana Yotin.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Mr. Papot Yormani. Sorry.
Please give him a big round of applause.
Sorry.
Good afternoon, venerables, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests and friends around the world. My name is Papot Yatmani from Bangkok, Thailand, and I'm currently studying in grade 10 at Pathumban Demonstration School. I stand here today not only as a student, but as someone who wishes to promote my national identity and reaffirm the power of Thailand to the world. Thailand's hospitality industry has long been celebrated for its signature warmth and unparalleled charm. When people think of Thailand, they often think of beautiful beaches, delicious food, and friendly smiles. But what truly stays with visitors after a long time they leave is something deeper: Thai hospitality. It is not just a service or a tradition, it is a way of life. In Thailand, hospitality begins with the heart. We have a word, nam chai, which means generosity, and kindness without expecting anything in return. It shows up in simple moments. For example, when I went to a beautiful beach in Pattaya, in which some places, tourist destinations remain closely connected to local communities, which allows visitors to experience a warm and genuine welcome from the people who live there. While I was walking along the beach under the strong sun, without being asked, a local person approached me and quietly handed me a bottle of water. These small actions create a powerful feeling that you're not just a visitor, but you are welcome. Thai hospitality is deeply rooted in our culture and beliefs. We learn from a young age to respect elders, care for guests, avoid causing discomfort to anyone. This is why Thai people often greet others with a smile, even in difficult moments. The smile is not just for politeness. It is also a sign of peace and goodwill. In Thailand, guests are treated with great care because they're seen as a blessing. There is a common saying, ผู้มาเยือนคือแขกของบ้าน which means a visitor is a guest of the home. Whether you enter a luxury or a small village, the attitude is often the same. We want you to feel comfortable and safe. At this point, I reaffirm that Thai hospitality teaches us something universal. In a fast-paced and a competitive world, kindness can still be a powerful force. A smile, a helping hand, or a moment of understanding can build trust and connection. So when you visit Thailand and experience that warm welcome, remember, what you receive is not just good service. You're experiencing the heart of Thai culture. As a young voice of Thailand, I believe that we are ready to offer visitors an immersive experience of Thainess, allowing you to engage closely with the creativity, joy, and cultural richness of Thailand. The power of Thainess is a bridge that connects people through smiles, happiness, and shared experiences. Sawadee krap. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Papot Yodmani.
Next up, with her speech about the most beautiful diplomacy, please welcome Ms. Napassawan Khongphattana Yothin. Please give her a big round of applause.
Sawadee ka. Good afternoon, venerables, your excellencies, and distinguished guests. It is a privilege for me to stand before you today at UNESCO Paris and share a reflection that is deeply meaningful to me. When we think about leadership, we often associate it with power. The power to command, to negotiate, or to control outcomes. Yet history, one of my favorite subjects, quietly shows us something different. The kind of leadership that sustains peace is often the kind that chooses understanding over authority. My name is Napassawan Khongphattana Yothin. You can simply call me Daisy, and I'm from Sathit Pasanmit Demonstration School, Thailand. Standing here today, I am reminded that peace is not shaped only by borders or agreements, but by how deeply leaders understand the people they serve. That's what I believe to be the most beautiful form of diplomacy. One such example comes from ancient Egypt. After the time of Alexander the Great, Egypt was ruled by the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek ruling family governing a deeply Egyptian society. But for generations, rulers remained culturally distant. speaking a different language, and living apart from the people they govern. Then came Cleopatra VII. Cleopatra was more than just a beautiful queen. She made the deliberate choice to understand the society she ruled. She learned the Egyptian language and aligned herself with Isis, a symbol of unity, protection, and motherhood. This was not merely symbolism, it was communication. Through language and cultural identity, Cleopatra reduced the distance between ruler and people. She practiced diplomacy that spoke to emotion, belonging, and trust. It was diplomacy that did not demand loyalty, but inspired it. And that was thousands of years ago. Now, fast forward across centuries and continents, and we see a similar approach to leadership in another part of the world. Queen Sirikit of Thailand did not lead through political command or military strength. Her influence came from care. Care for people, care for culture, and care for the environment that sustained them. She was admired for her grace, but remembered for her devotion, just like Cleopatra. Queen Sirikit also believed strongly in communication across culture. Her ability to speak multiple languages, including French, reflected her belief that dialogue itself creates understanding, and understanding creates peace. In both stories, culture was never the goal, it was the bridge. Both queens practiced diplomacy that was quiet, humane, and deeply effective. This was the most beautiful diplomacy, a diplomacy that listens, respects, and connects. What unites these queens is not their era, geography, political system, or even the beauty they are known to possess. It is their shared belief that peace becomes possible when people feel seen, represented, and valued. As a young Thai woman myself, these stories shape how I understand leadership today. They remind us that when women lead by understanding, diplomacy becomes humane, and peace becomes lasting. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you, Ms. Napasawan.
Next up, with her speech about the power of being gentle, please welcome Ms. Thanwaporn Ngam Akson. Please give her a big round of applause.
What if strength is not loud? What if true leadership is not about controlling people, but it's all about growing them? สวัสดีค่ะ Venerable, Your Excellencies. My name is Thanwaporn Ngam Akson, and you can call me Bogas. I'm from Assumption College, Samut Prakan, Thailand. Today, I bring a message from Thailand. Gentle is powerful. In Thai culture, we hold a simple word, metta. Metta means loving and kindness, not weakness, not softness, but the courage to care, the strength to live order. And one woman who showed this power clearly, สมเด็จพระศรีนครินทราบรมราชชนนี the Princess Mother of Thailand. She was not famous for loud speech. She was not driven by political control. She focused on one thing, people development. She traveled to remote mountains where children had no school, so she built them. Family had no health care, so she brought doctor. She believed something simple. If you want peace, educate the child. If you want stability, heal a community. If you want harmony, protect human dignity. She understood that poverty creates fears, and fears create conflict. So, she didn't fight conflict with force. She reduced fears by building opportunity. That is building peace through development. This leadership rooted in metta. When people have education, they gain confidence. When they have healthcare, they gain security. When they have opportunity, they gain hope. And when people have hope, they don't choose violence. They choose growth. Today, many Thai women continue this path. They mentor students, strengthen communities, build small business. They understand what the Princess Mother taught us: human development for peace. We live in a world of conflict, but conflict is often a result of fear, of inequality, of neglect. If we want lasting peace, we must go deeper. We must develop people, not to control them, not to silence them, but develop them. Gentle doesn't mean weak. Gentle means steady and patient, stand enough to build instead of break. The Princess Mother proved this. The most powerful leaders are not the loudest. They are the ones who grow older. So, maybe in the future of peace does not belong to the strongest. Maybe it belongs to the one who lead with metta. Because when you develop people, you develop peace. Gentle is powerful. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you very much, Miss Thanwaporn.
Next up, with her speech about Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the late Queen Mother, please welcome Miss Janata Limtiu.
Have you ever encountered someone who left such a lasting impression on your values? For me, this is Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother. And I believe this impression is shared by others in my country. The more I learn about her work, the more deeply I admire her. สวัสดีค่ะ Good afternoon, Venerable, Your Excellency, and distinguished guests. My name is Jinata Limtiu. You can call me Sha'aim. I'm currently a year 12 student studying at Sathit Prasadmit International Program from Thailand. Let me introduce you to the work of Her Majesty that represent the value I stand here for today. On behalf of my country, peace, diplomacy, women's rights, and Thai identity. As you can see, I'm wearing one of the 8 Thai royal granted dresses called Chut Thai Amarin. These would have been impossible without the works and contributions of Her Majesty. In her international visit, she showcased various types of Thai silk and fabric, which brought it to global popularity, helped boost the local economy, and empowered Thai, especially women, to embrace their culture. What a powerful woman. Her Majesty's dedication to Thai culture goes beyond promoting it to the world. She also founded Queen Circuit Institute as a traditional arts and craft training center, which aims to preserve Thai craftsmanship and support sustainable livelihood for rural people through skills in traditional handicraft. These include the Thai suit that I am wearing today. One of the children who received training from her project brought out the knowledge of creating woven bags. He turned it into Korea and provided his community with income through sales and export. Additionally, Her Majesty the Queen Mother also contributed greatly in solidifying Thai-French relations in many aspects such as diplomacy, culture, and education. She actively promoted Thai culture specifically in traditional textile, craftsmanship, and performing arts. In doing so, she adopted the French frameworks for cultural preservation in the arts and crafts until it has reached a world-renowned status. All of her works have been reflected in the peace between our two countries. She demonstrated her exemplary leadership as in a woman in the modern world, and she is driven by principle and teaching that us Thai call Tosapit Rachatham. These are principles and teaching that guide the quality a leadership possesses in order to govern justly in the interest and happiness of all citizens. Although I would like to share all 10 principles with you today, I would like to end with 2 of what I believe are the most connected to her work, which are Than and Vihingsa. Than is the act of giving and forgiving, helping others both in material and in kindness. Vihingsa is to be mindful and considerate of others. In this way, Her Majesty's teaching can be practiced in our daily life, where we can all live this value and together make this world a better place. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you, Miss Jinata.
Next up, giving her speech about peace through culture, please welcome Miss Tharicha Sutirakunchai. Please welcome her with a big round of applause.
Can't we just have some peace and quiet in this house? Those were the words I grew up hearing from my mother whenever my sister and I argued. At first, I thought she simply wanted silence. But as I grew older, I realized she was pointing to something deeper. How easily conflict begins and how quickly it grows when no one steps back. Swadika. Good afternoon, Vulnerables, Your Excellencies, and distinguished guests. My name is Thalicha Sutilakunchai. You may call me Margot. I'm a grade 10 student at Batuman Demonstration School in Bangkok, Thailand. Peace does not collapse because of big things at first. It falls apart the same way argument starts at home. A misunderstanding, a refusal to listen, a moment when everyone feels they're right. True peace is fragile because people are fragile. But peace does not only begin through power, it can also begin through culture. To me, peace is the presence of harmony, ความสามัคคี understanding, ความเข้าใจ and empathy, ความเห็นอกเห็นใจ It begins when we choose to listen instead of argue, to understand instead of judge. In Thailand, one of the most beautiful expressions of these values is Ram Thai, traditional Thai dance. It is a language of movement called Pasatha, where gestures are inspired by everyday human actions and emotions. So please, join me for a moment. Start by holding your left hand in front of your chest, forming the Tang Wong, or today, I call it the number 4 in a soft curve. Then slowly rotate your wrist inward while pinching your fingers together, pointing at the center of your chest. This is deep. This is the word Rao, or the word I in Thai dance. Even the word self is expressed gently, as if reminding us that identity should never be aggressive. Beyond expression, Thai dance embodies peace as a practice. Dancers must move together, control emotions, and remain balanced. There is no space for ego, only rhythm, patience, and cooperation. Thai dance teaches us how to move with others instead of against them. Her Majesty, Queen Sirikit, promoted Thai classical arts internationally, using culture as diplomacy and showing the world that art can build understanding where politics sometimes cannot. Thai dance is more than a performance. It is an identity that reflects Thailand's gentleness and warmth. And without it, Thailand would be like a lotus without its full bloom. If peace can begin in a home between siblings, it can also begin between nations through shared culture. So let us protect not only traditions, but the values within them. Let us spread harmony, understanding, and empathy in our everyday actions. Because peace does not start in conference rooms. It starts in homes, classrooms, on stages like this. And when culture becomes a bridge for us, we do not just preserve art, we build peace. Today, I invite you to witness this yourself. โปรดมาเที่ยวที่เมืองของฉัน Please come visit Thailand. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Tharicha.
Next up, I would like to introduce Chonkanok Empan.
Please give her a big round of applause.
What if peace does not begin with governments or laws, but quietly begins in the hearts of women at home? Good afternoon, venerables, your excellencies, and distinguished guests. Sawadee ka. My name is Chonkanok Empan, a student from Sathit Prasanmit Demonstration School, Thailand. Today, I would like to speak about the role of Buddhist women in creating peaceful societies. When we talk about peace, many people think about freedom, no war, no conflict. But in Buddhism, peace begins somewhere much closer than that. It begins within our minds. The Buddha taught that suffering is caused by greed, anger, and ignorance. When we reduce these through mindfulness, compassion, and understanding, we create true peace, not only for ourselves, but for everyone around us. But how does this inner peace spread into society? It spreads through everyday actions, and very often, it spreads through women. Think about your own life. Who first taught you how to say sorry? Who reminded you to be patient when you were angry? For many of us, it was our mother, grandmother, or even a female teacher. Long before we understand politics, we understand the kindness because of the women who raise and guide us. Women are often the emotional foundation of families. Her ordinary choices can shape the future of society. Her choices are the quiet building blocks of a peaceful society. However, the peace nurtured at homes must also be spread in the wider world. Peace cannot fully exist where inequality remains. Today, I am fortunate. I have access to education. I have opportunities. I have the courage to stand up on the stage and speak about my dreams. But there are still many girls out there who are waiting for education, waiting for support, waiting for safety, waiting for someone to believe in them. When people are denied in opportunities, they feel invisible and unheard. Suffering and frustration can grow, and from that, conflicts will arise. And as a proud representative of Thailand, I do not stand here only to celebrate my own opportunities. I stand here to represent those who are still searching for theirs. As Maya Angelou once said, each time a woman stands up for herself without knowing it, without possibly claiming it, she stands up for all women. Buddhism teaches that we are all interconnected. If one part of society suffers, we all suffer. Through these teachings, we can reduce inequality at its roots. When we let go of greed and practice loving kindness, we create systems and communities that uplift rather than exclude. Buddhism does not solve conflict with anger. It transforms conflicts through understanding. And when women carry these teachings into her families, they plant the seeds of long-lasting peace. In the end, peace is not a grand structure built by the powerful. It is a garden planted by the patient. As a Buddhist woman from Thailand, I do not have political power or high position. I may not hold a gavel or a pen that sign treaties, but I hold something just as potent. I have the power of a calm mind and a compassionate heart. When we choose mindfulness over anger, we do more than change ourselves. We can change the world. I believe that lasting peace grows from within and expands outward. We can never obtain peace in the outer world until we make peace within ourselves. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you very much, Ms. Shonkanok.
Next up, with a speech about inner peace, please welcome Mr. Akarapat Nawatrailap.
Please give him a big round of applause.
Have you ever felt like life is a bit too noisy, too busy, or perhaps too overwhelming? Good afternoon, Venerable, Your Excellency, and distinguished guests. My name is Akhlapat Notelab, or you can just call me Prem. When I was 7, I went for my first summer camp. And at first, I was very confident in myself that I could survive alone. No parents, no siblings, no reassurance. However, when night fell, everything turned upside down. I was fearful. I couldn't keep myself straight, and I could not sleep. So to help myself, I did what my dad always did for me when I was a kid. And that was opening monk's prayers on YouTube. Slowly, as I listened to it, I felt calmer. and I felt as if I was in a state where everything was so still and so stable. As I grew up, I realized that this was part of discovering inner peace. By the time I turned 12, a new challenge arrived. I ventured deep into the forest with monks. In Thai, we call this Tudong. They are practices in which they help monks reduce desires and live simply. Imagine this. There's nothing. No internet, no bathroom, no modern comfort. Just me and the sound of complete wilderness. Surprisingly, in that place of nothing, I miraculously found everything. I found calmness. And that was when I realized inner peace isn't far away. It can be found even in the present moment. Today, the world is busy and noisy. We are constantly rushing, competing, and comparing ourselves to others. We often think that real strength comes from being the first or being the strongest. However, I learned a different kind of strength from the two female figures of my life, my mom and my grandmother. In our home, when things get chaotic or stressful, they're always the first to stay calm. They don't shout, nor do they argue back. They just breathe and lead us through kindness. This calm strength shows that real strength is actually the ability to keep calm when the world is on fire. Inner peace means harmony between the mind, body, and heart. It is not about escaping problems. Instead, it is about facing them with that same calm understanding. Of course, we may still feel stress or sad, but we are no longer controlled by it. Inner peace does not depend on money, success, or fame. It simply depends on you. Are you really connected to yourself? Are you really listening to your own heart? So, before I conclude today, I would like to invite everyone to open the door to inner peace together by taking just 2 deep breaths. There we go. Do we all feel a little lighter? Even in a fast-changing world, inner peace is still possible. Sometimes all we need is to just breathe, slow down, and remember who we really are. Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you, Mr. Akhalapat.
Next up, please welcome Miss Nat Watana. Please give her a big round of applause.
Sawadee. Good evening, distinguished guests. It's an honor for me to be here today, to have a chance to listen to a beautiful message that our future young generations want to spread out to the world. My name is Nat Watana, or others know as Nam King. I'm from Thailand, and currently I'm studying in Paris in the fields of luxury brand management. In the world of luxury, I'm discovering something unexpected, Luxury is not about products or prestige, but it's about heritage, about identity, and about what endures. Someone once told me that luxury takes time, and I realized, so does the nation. Thailand was not built in a moment. It was sharpened to centuries of cultures, craftsmanship, resilience, and beliefs. And that is when I began to see my country differently. Thailand to me is luxury and peace, rich in culture, rich in artisticities, and rich in quiet dignities. When I think of a woman who represents this quiet of strength, I think of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, a queen who stood by her king with grace and subtleness. Through perceiving a Thai textiles, uplifting, supporting her communities, and stand with her people in the times of hardship, she shows that influence does not need to be loud to be powerful. She strengthened the nations not through control, but through cares. Beyond her social and cultural contributions, she also supports and nurtures in Buddhism, helping sustain the spiritual foundations and guides many Thai lives. It's a foundation of mindful. And peace is not an absence of noise. It's stability, it's dignity, and it's a strength to stand firm without creating fears. Thailand is often described as a Buddhism country. And for me, that's me learning to calm the mind before making decisions. It's me understanding that compassion, metta, is strength, and that peace begins within. When the heart is steady, clarity flows. Studying abroad has allowed me to see my countries from a distance. And I began to ask myself, if we do not see our value clearly, how can the next generations? Perhaps the future does not begin with a louder voice. It's begin with a clearer vision and the courage to remember who we are while still moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Nat.
Next up, I would like to welcome Mr. Wasu Panutat. Please give him a big round of applause.
Sawasdee Krap. Good afternoon, venerable guests, your excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wasu Panutat, but you can call me Blawan. And today, I will teach you how to develop Buddhist values within yourself. In a world that's more connected than ever before, we are also surrounded by rivalries, conflicts, and unrest. Even if nations continue to negotiate peace, history repeating itself is almost inevitable. To create peace for the foreseeable future, you must first understand how you can cultivate peace within ourselves with Buddhist values, and how Thailand managed to avoid conflict in the past. At the heart of Buddhism, there lies the principle of inner peace as a foundation of outer peace, the Noble Eightfold Path, which is a guide to end suffering and create peace, provides not only a practical framework of coexistence, but also spiritual guidance. Having a peaceful speech discourages lies and hate. Correct actions deny harm. And mindfulness teaches you to be aware of the consequences before doing something. Buddhism doesn't deny conflict. Instead, it teaches us how to respond without further consequences. For example, during the colonialism era, Thailand managed to save itself from total collapse, but this wasn't achieved through aggression, but through restraint, wisdom, and adaptability. Starting with His Majesty King Mongkut, where he taught himself Western languages and used diplomacy to create compromise among the European powers, such as signing treaties and modernizing the nation. This was further developed with His Majesty King Chulalongkorn, where he abolished slavery, traveled to Europe to build personal relationships with other countries, and he gave up territory for Thailand's sovereignty. The same spirit can be seen during the 1900s, where nations fought for power, while Thailand avoided devastation. Buddhism's emphasis on impermanence shaped resilience, where suffering was endured without making it become identity. And rebuilding was approached without revenge. Utilizing this mindset allowed Thailand to recover without being trapped in the eternal cycle for the desire of need. Furthermore, in the modern world, conflicts arise from competition and differences. Buddhist principles help offer a constructive alternative route, where the concept of right effort emphasizes preventing harmful thoughts before they further escalate into devastation. Thailand in the past has consistently chosen balance and adaptability, aligning the nation with Buddhist understandings, where it is taught that lasting peace can't be imposed, but rather it must be cultivated through understanding and respect. To conclude my speech, peace isn't just the absence of war, it is the presence of understanding. Buddhism teaches us that before we can disarm countries, we must first disarm our minds. Thailand's history shows us that violence doesn't need more violence to resolve, but rather self-restraint and wisdom is more effective than that. If we wish to break the cycle of conflict, we must first begin with where conflict starts, within ourselves. Only then can peace last for the foreseeable future. Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you, Mr. Wasu.
Last but not least, please welcome Mr. Thanapat Kirati Tharapong. Please welcome him with a big round of applause.
Sawadee Greetings, Venerables, Your Excellencies, and distinguished guests. It is an extreme honor for me to stand here before you as Thailand's youth representative. My name is Thanapat Kirati Tharapong from Saathip Pasamit Demonstration School. And today, I'll share with you how Thailand, its cultures, its people, and its very own philosophies shaped me into who I am today. So let's start from the beginning. I'm the only man in my household. I live with my sister, my mother, and my grandmother. Despite that, these remarkable ladies were the ones who taught me how to be a decent gentleman. Buddhism particularly inspired the lessons for my family and is a very big part of Thailand's identity. It's passed down for thousands of years, seeps through teaching without many knowing it, taught people peace through balance and harmony, taught us that we do not have forever and things are forever bound to change, that nothing is constant or guaranteed. Peace, pain, clarity, it all could pass. And for me, not just in my daily life, but studying the art of 8 limbs, or Muay Thai, taught me firsthand. Originally, my ancestors created Muay Thai to defend against enemies, kept my homeland safe for generations. Now, a global sensation of Thailand's very own martial art, bringing peace, creating community, united, and this sport has got me to meet amazing men and women who united us under the same goal, to cultivate humility and discipline. The moment I realized that if I wanted to master this form of art, I didn't need to start with a powerful kick or good body or six-pack. I just needed a good heart, one that's willing to keep fighting and keep learning. And this isn't just for martial arts. It can apply to all aspects of life. My mind that used to be solely focused on physical form now slowly shifts towards opening and embracing my heart. This change is how I truly realized Buddhism parallels the teachings, and I've come full circle to all of my lessons. Changes really do happen, and it is up to us. This is what I believe humans do. We are passionate. We are meant for more than just endless profit or just mere survival. We are meant to change, to adapt, to make things better. And right now, our struggle of the present pushes away the bright future. As cultures fade, languages erode over time. Yet I believe that human nature is to grow, to love, and connect in our own meaningful ways. And as I close my speech, I'd like to share a quote from my favorite video game, Metal Gear Solid. It says, "Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, and felt. Anger, joy, and sorrow, these are the things that I'll pass on." It is crucial for us to honor the past, learn from it, while focusing on building a peaceful present to create an even brighter future. In this way, it's not only just one's DNA that is just passed on, but also our identities, lessons, creativity, and ideologies. And the last thing I'd like to share for all of you to keep today is my warmest and my most humble thank you. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you very much, Mr. Thanapat.
And before we finish this panel, we would like to welcome two of our speakers to come up and give the House a brief summary. Please welcome Ms. Chonganok and Ms. Taricha. Please give them a big round of applause.
Sawadee
Bonsoir. Je m'appelle Mako.
Je m'appelle Miki.
Venerables, Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, greetings once again. It is a profound honor to stand before you, not just as students, but as witnesses to the power of peace. We are Thai youths from different schools, different backgrounds, yet today we stand united as one on the Future Leader Academy project.
We warmly invite you to revisit our journey through a short and meaningful summary, one that explores through the essence of representing Thailand and the heritage that defines who we are. But beyond our borders, we bridge these values to UNESCO. We believe that inner peace is the only true foundation for global harmony. With that, let's look into the spirit of our homeland.
To truly understand its depth, however, we must look at it through the eyes of our people. For the heart of Thailand is made of many unique stories and different perspectives.
Everyone, each represents different dimension of what it means to Thailand. Allow us to take you on a brief journey through their voices. We begin with Ms. Sirikalaya, who reminded us that Thailand is known as the land of smiles, yet her message went deeper. The smile reflects inner peace shaped by Buddha's teachings of compassion and mindfulness.
Indeed, her reflection showed us that peace often begins within, long before it is seen in the world.
Building upon this foundation of inner calm, Mr. Natapat then highlighted Thai identity through everyday expressions of respect
the why, our polite language, and the way we address one another as family. These are not mere customs, they are habits of humility.
For example, Ken would be Nong Ken or Pi Ken. Building upon this foundation in Thailand, respect is not occasional, it is rooted in daily life.
Furthermore, Mr. Papot expanded this understanding through the concept of namjai, generosity without expectation. Thai hospitality, as the express, is not a performance, it's sincerity rooted in kindness. Continuing this reflection on values, Ms. Jinata drew our attention to the leadership of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, illustrating how culture may serve as diplomacy. Through the preserving of Thai arts and textiles, she strengthened both national identity and international understanding.
Example demonstrates that influence is most powerful when guided by care and consistency.
From a global perspective, Ms. Nat described Thailand as luxury in peace, a nation rich in heritage, dignity, and quiet strength. Finally, Taker reminds us that culture is not static. Through Muay Thai, he showed how tradition may evolve while preserving its core essence.
Taken together, these voices from a united message representing Thailand means embodying respect, generosity, resilience, and calm strength. Are not confined within national borders. They're principles that speak to humanity as a whole, and it is precisely here at UNESCO, where culture meets global purpose. If these values guide our identity as Thais, they must also guide our contribution to the world. It begins with Inner Light, shared by OK, who shared us to take responsibility for the world we create. She reminded us that before we can change the world, we must be worthy of the rights we have. This is the foundation of any culture of peace that encourages to change ourselves first.
I totally agree. Like Ms. Napasawan showed us that inner understanding makes culture the ultimate bridge between nations. It's diplomacy that inspires rather than demands.
Exactly, and that's why Ms. Thanaporn reminded us that gentle is power. True stability comes from growing people, not controlling them. This growth is nurtured at home, where Ms. Mickey shared how women plant the garden of peace through patience and mindfulness. We transform that everyday kindness into a global strength, the same calm strength that Mr. Akarapat invited us to breathe into. Because we cannot cool the world until we learn to keep our own hearts steady. And that's a blueprint Mr. Wasu left us with. Before we can disarm our countries, we must first disarm our minds. It is the only way to truly break the cycle of conflict. What unites these voices is a core mission of UNESCO. Since conflict begins in the mind, it is in the mind that the defense of peace must be built. By cultivating inner stillness, we create outer harmony. Our journey proves that when we lead with understanding and kindness, we are building a global culture of sustainable peace.
Before we conclude, allow us to share one final reflection. You may have noticed that we are dressed differently today.
It is because each of us is dressed in a traditional Thai attire, representing various eras of Thai history, from royal court costumes of the Latanako Sin period to modern adaptations today. Miss Sirikaraya wears a Jitlada dress, Miss Tinata wears an Amarin dress, Miss Napasawan wears a Siwarai dress, and Miss Patarawatida and Miss Shonkanok wears an elegant Baromapiman dress. Miss Thanaporn wears a Chakri dress.
And for the men, Mr. Wasu wear the Rajapatan suit. Mr. Natapat and Mr. Thanapat wear the royal Bestow Thai costume, with Mr. Natapat added a traditional Muay Thai headband. And Miss Tritcha wear a Rama IV era costume with classical dance hairpiece. Okay. And Mr. Kapot and Mr. Akrapat wear a modern applied Thai dress. We are profoundly grateful for this opportunity to discuss the pursuit of peace. Our presence here today is not merely to honor our cultural heritage, but to commit ourselves to the service of our nation, striving to transform these values into a meaningful and lasting contribution for the future of Thailand.
Merci ขอบคุณค่ะ